Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bolts and the Buccaneers, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. As CD, you look at these LA Chargers, champions of the AFC, making just their second Super Bowl appearance, but they're trying to do something that the Bucs were able to do last year, which is win a Super Bowl in your home stadium.
And how about that? Because the Buccaneers pulling it off, and the funny part about them, they had been on the road the entire playoffs, but got the Super Bowl in their home stadium. Now here the Chargers trying to make it 2 in a row, hoping this game will turn out a little bit better than their first Super Bowl appearance, a 23-point loss to San Francisco in Super Bowl 29.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team, and we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. Here's Carter now on the return. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Carter now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. second down and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Herbert off of play action. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Here is Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but not from the spot. Actually, no gain. So third and long. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Herbert now. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in the days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. He made a touchdown pass in the 1st drive and comes right back. He's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Herbert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Deidrin Sanat with a sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Looking to throw. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Brady to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run here with Eckler. Oh, what a move. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Donald Parham there to make the grab. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Breaks a tackle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaimed center stage.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
59 yards rushing for him now in the 1st half of this Super Bowl.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Herbert. He's got Allen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And he's got this down to the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To the air again, Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Time to go to work. Let's go. Come on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Allen's got it complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here we go. Here we go.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Brady.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Brady. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense.
He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Hey! Let's get him! Come on!
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. They just need a little more oomph behind it, and it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Mike Evans of the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
That's a touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 54 yards.
And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will shrink to 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Carter now on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. "35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down." Here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's about that time. Here we go.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's gotten them to where they are, 2 quarters away from a possible Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. On first down, Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Carter now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert caught by Allen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Herbert now. A big play there. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Fournette. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Fournette again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is up to 8. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
L.A. readies for its next possession. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Brady dumps it off to Fournette. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, here's Fournette. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now a carry for Bernard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Bernard. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Back to throw. Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Brady going to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he returns this to the 22. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
Yeah, he's right there on the doorstep now. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the give, this is Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Deidron Sinnott. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
From the 38, Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On play action, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 38, Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the BUCS. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And the BUCS are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Giovanni Bernard. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the BUCS are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. So an important touchdown right there, as now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point up and good by Succa, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Carter now on the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And he's caught. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Herbert throwing again. He's got Allen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Eckler again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run. And
he finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. The BUCS offense set to begin their next possession.
And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At the 34. Throwing to start the drive.
Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Here's a give to Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, Bernard. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd-and-1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down, but his way worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady now to throw. He'll drop this off for Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's Brady to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Herbert now. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now it's Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run.
And, Charles, when you talk about Keenan Allen, you're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards, as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Gabe Neighbors taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And that had trouble written on it from the start.
Yeah, I'd say, partner, sometimes you just got to know when to surrender and mitigate the loss. Instead, he kept going backwards, and now it's 3rd and long. Good luck with this play call.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency, got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now still down one. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay.
They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Back to throw, Brady. And break, the tight end's got it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. To throw is Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brady to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A handoff to Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Oh, I know how I feel.
Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. That might just have been the most pressure-filled kick in Super Bowl history, but he stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled, it's certainly right among them. A title on the line, and he comes through. Nails.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return.
Let's go, baby.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.